Good morning, everyone. Angel here with our Intuitive Wealth Leaders community, where we are here to grow our internal and external wealth. So I'm happy to be here this morning. I'm here every Saturday at 10 a.m. So I hope that you can jump on and join me. I'm in various places, streaming, multi streaming to different Facebook, LinkedIn, uh, YouTube. I'm not on Instagram right now because that you have to have a special stream key. But anyways, you can find me. Don't miss a Saturday. Jump on. It's very short. I want to hopefully provide some value, be motivating. And then if there's something more that you need, reach out, connect with me. I'm happy to talk more about anything that you're needing and see if it's something that I can help with. So my goal is to really just put some value and information out there to help you grow yourself, grow your business. Personal growth and development is something that we all need and we all should strive for, no matter where we are in our lives. And I learned a long time ago when I started learning more about leadership, and my perception had been that a leader was a position and a person and an authority figure and all of that. But what I came to conclusion after studying leadership through primarily the Kansas Leadership Center, I found that leadership isn't a position at all. That we are all leaders from where we sit. We lead ourselves every single day, and that's probably hard. I don't know about you, but leading myself is probably the hardest person to lead because I don't always want to listen to myself. So uh, I learned very quickly that, and you can actually identify this in a corporate environment or in any environment that you're in. A person, just because they say I'm the leader, I'm the CEO, I'm a VP, I have a title, doesn't really make them a good leader. So how many people can identify with that? Yes, there are many people with titles who really are not good leaders at all. And it's usually because, not always, but usually because they are self serving. And when you are self serving, you are never going to be a really good leader because you're in it for yourself and not for others. Good leaders lead to create more leaders. So, no matter where you are a leader. And the more you step up and use that skill and your skills and grow your skills around leadership, the better. And that includes simple things like communication. Communication is so important, whether we are a CEO of a business or growing a business, or whether we are a admin assistant within a corporation, or whether we're the governor or whatever we're doing. Communication is so very important. So it is always something that can either make or break you or your business. If you're a good communicator, usually that will help you excel and exceed further than if you're not a really good communicator. It can also help you reduce difficulties. So, just a simple example of that is we have a tree guy coming out to our mobile home park tomorrow, and Jeremy has some equipment, the boom, I think that's what it's called, that's going out to be used to go up and cut down the trees. And I have been communicating with the tenants in the park of, hey, this is going to happen. We've had to reschedule it a couple times, so I've gone back and had to, refresh. Hey, this is not going to happen on this week, it's going to happen next week. And so just keeping in communication with them, because when it happens, I need them to move their cars out of the way, make sure that the area is clear for taking down the trees. Well, what I learned this morning is, the guy's going to be there at 6 a.m. So that's probably something that I need to communicate to those tenants so that they're not surprised at 6 a.m. when this guy starts and goes up there and starts cutting down trees. So I need to send out a message to them saying the tree cutting is still scheduled on Sunday, but uh, it's going to start at 6 a.m. So you may have to get up early, and I apologize for that, but we got to get it done. So that's just one example. Now, what happens if I don't tell them anything and I don't communicate anything to them? Probably not a lot. Somebody could get mad. Somebody, might call me and say, well, why didn't you tell us? And we weren't prepared. And we weren't expecting this at this time in the morning. Well, who would? So, nothing terrible would probably happen, but it's just common courtesy to communicate things like that. So, if you're a good communicator and keep your staff or your contractors or whoever, your family, informed of what's going on, things work out better. Managing projects are much easier with increased communication. So I like for that to be regular and set when I'm managing a team, because I think that that is helpful to have a set time of communication. But what I found over time is that most people think that that's time that they can reschedule into something else. Oh, I have something more important. Well, I'm going to say that if you manage a team or people or contractors, or you're on a project, whatever it is, and you really want it to be successful, and you have a regular scheduled meeting for people to be at so that you can communicate what's going on, they can communicate to you, just to make sure everybody's on the same page and there are no surprises. You have to protect that time, and you have to make that time important. Too many people, I've had leaders who have done this. They say, "Oh, I'm going to schedule time with you every week." And so I'm ready for my time with my leader, and they don't show up because they have something more important to do. They got called here, they got called there, wherever they had to go. Maybe it was important, but was it more important than me? Apparently, it was to them. And so sometimes you lose that time, and that's not okay. So it's not okay to schedule things with people and then tell them, basically through rescheduling and rescheduling and rescheduling, that they're not important and that their time's not important. So just don't do that. Find the time, protect it, schedule around it. You can schedule most things around these regularly scheduled meetings that you have. So, think about how you use communication and where you might be able to communicate better, and where you think that your strengths are and where you might have weaknesses. And if you're looking to improve your communication, let me know. I can maybe help a little bit with that. And you can maybe bring some, we can practice, or I can help you with some feedback on your communication, or maybe how to structure some communication channels. So one of the things that I did do in the corporate world was, really set up communications. One of my roles primarily was communicator, to make sure everybody knew what was going on. So if you're doing any kind of project management, that's really important. So I am going to jump off now, and I will be back next Saturday. I hope that you will join me and use your communication to grow some wealth, and for yourself and for your business, and maybe for others. I will see